welcome everyone. Dr. Harry Benjamin here, Houston, Texas, by way of planet Earth. Very grateful, very excited to be on the line with you all. And looking forward to a great year. We've already started off the year with a bang. Extreme lifestyle is definitely creating waves, and people are having different levels of success. I started off in Jamaica as a young man, becoming a medical doctor. Then soon after, got into the automobile space. I distributed automobiles for about 16 years. And then I got into network marketing. I've been in network marketing now for the last 14 years, and it's been a great experience. I'm very thankful for that. And now we've been last 3 years of my the last 3 years I've been in the trading space as well. So I've also developed the skill set of how to trade the financial markets and by being a part of Xtream lifestyle. So this has really been a great movement, and you're welcome to come and join us in Xtream, right? What it is that Xtream is? Well, we are a combination of different services that we offer to the world. Right now we have our Forex Academy, where you can join us and learn how to trade the financial markets and make money. We also have a lifestyle component wherein you could join us and use our travel website and book hotels, rent-a-cars, cruises around the world and make money from that. That's our lifestyle component. And then we also have a health and wellness line of products. And then we have a very aggressive affiliate marketing program wherein you could join us as an affiliate. Right now we have what's called 3 and Free, where you could join us as an affiliate, pay $168 or pay $249 to be an affiliate, or we have a package for $299. It's the affiliate pro package in that part. So we truly have an amazing program that many people have been benefiting from, right? So let's look at the education side of things. We offer an education in trading the financial markets where you could tap into a $7 trillion per day market and earn money. You could pay $89 per month if you have a student ID going through school. If you don't, you pay $99 a month. If you want to add something called Nadex binary options to Forex trading, $159 a month. And then a lot of us have gotten the Safe to Trade system, which is only $599 for the year to have the system. And then we pay only $75 per month. So that's that part. Now we have some promotions going on, so you should be aware. We have the 3 and Free promotion. So if you enroll at least 3 other affiliates, let's say for the $109.99 promotional package or the $168 or the $299 package, you will receive a free membership in Xtream for March if you get this done before the end of February. Plus, you're getting a discount because the package here that shows $79 a month is normally $99 a month. The one that shows $109.99 a month is normally $168 per month. So we have these 2 promotions going on right now. So you could go ahead and take advantage of them before they expire. That's what I would do. So if I were you, Joseph, I would jump on one of these today and not miss out. Right, the $109.99 is an excellent deal because that's the affiliate package. You can enroll other people with that package, and you can earn bonuses if you did that. $15 in fast start bonus every time you enroll somebody with the $109.99 package, and you get 40 points towards your weekly bonus, which ranges from $125 per week to a very high figure, right? You can earn bonuses from that. So this is a very exciting time. So Xtream education, Forex education, Nadex binary, and Xtream Safe to Trade. So we're here to look at the Safe to Trade system. The market is about to reopen here shortly. Any moment now, we'll start to see a lot of movement in the market. We're going to see these numbers starting to blink on this side. Some of them are already blinking and showing you that the market is now open and people are getting ready to trade this Sunday evening. And it's going to be a really exciting week ahead of us. Very exciting week ahead of us that we have, ladies and gentlemen, where a number of us are going to be able to trade and make money if you know what to do. So here's the deal. Just to go to this website, this one here. One of the key things you want to look at is what's called Forex Factory. All right, for those who know a bit about trading, you should come to Forex Factory and look at what's going to happen for the week, right? So Sunday, nothing red, but Monday there's a red folder at 7:30 p.m. and there's one at 8:15 p.m. And then Tuesday morning, 8:30 a.m., Canadian folders. And it's going to be a very exciting Tuesday, and also Australian US dollar 8:30 p.m. red fold on Tuesday. So it's a very exciting week of red folders. And if you're new to trading, you may not know what the red folders are, but we will help you to understand that, Joseph. We'll help you to bring you up to speed on helping you to understand what those are. So here's the simplicity, Joseph. The simplicity, and those who are relatively new to the trading space. I see most of us on here, our partners are already have the system, but Joseph is new. So we want to give him a little bit of the basics. The simplicity is that we have a color-coded system that gives us entry and exit points. So in simple terms, when the market was here, right here, when the market was right here, let me use an arrow. Let me use an arrow to help me. Where are my arrows? Not here, right here. All right. No, that brush. I want an arrow. All right. So when the market was right here, right? Right here. Okay. When the market was right here, and then it moved and it came to right here. So from here to here, from this point here to down to this point here, if you were able to predict ahead of time that the market would go in this direction, you'd be able to make money. If the market was down here, right, and you were able to predict that it would go back up to here, you could make money. So there's high value, Joseph, in being able to predict will the market go from here to here or from here to here. So what our system does, right, the safe trade system, is give us data on different time frames that helps us to understand where the market is going. So let's look at this asset called NAS 100. NAS 100, right? And right now, on the 1 minute chart, everything is red. All right. And if you do not know what the 1 minute is right now, Joseph, don't worry about that. On the 3 minute chart, everything is red. Let's go to the 5 minute chart. Everything is red. Let's go to our 15-minute chart. Everything is red. Let's go up to our 1 hour. Then we have what's called a buy stop, right? Green, red, green. Okay. And then let's look at our 4-hour chart on NAS. And let's see what's happening 4 hours. And it's below the 4-hour channel, setting up what's called a 4-hour buy stop. Let's go to the daily chart. And it's way above the daily channel. So, based on what's been happening with NAS, you could see it's been on an upward trend. Pull back a little bit here, but been on an upward trend. When we look at the daily chart, it's going upwards, right? So we can anticipate that we'll probably see more of that. However, there's been a little pullback, so we may get some additional selling, right? Which our lower time frames are showing us. May get additional selling, so we can look out for a 15-minute sell stop. So we can look out for the market to do this. Let me draw and tell you what we can anticipate. We can anticipate for it to come back above here and then come down like that, right? We can anticipate that on the 15-minute time frame. Okay, you can look out for that. All right, so you could benefit from it. Let's go to our 5 minute, right? 5 minutes is also set up. See, it's way below the channel. What's called the channel on the 5 minute. This red line and this yellow line are called the channel. Right now, the market's way below. So if you see this happen, where it comes up like this and comes over, look for it to come back down like that. You can make some money coming down. Okay? And so forth. Now, here's what we can anticipate. Here's what we can anticipate tonight, right? Tonight. Now, here's what happened Friday. Friday, the market, if we look, a second, guys. So Friday, this is a 5 minute chart. So on Friday, you could see that the market sold down, right? It was way up here and it came down like that on Friday, okay? Now, when it sells off on Friday during the day, on the night, which is Sunday night tonight, generally it makes its way back to what's called the 1 minute blue line. You see, it was up here at the blue line on Friday and then sold away from it and came down to here. Generally, what happens, it starts to make its way back up. How will you know to get into the market when it's starting to go back up? You're going to go to your scanner, this one, where right now the safety trade scanner on the blue line scanner is showing US 30 red on the 1 minute, red on the 1 minute NAS, red on the 1 minute SPX, and M5 red as well. So what you should be looking for is M1. Look for M1. For any one of these turn green. The first one that turns green, the other two are going to be turning green as well. So that's what's going to clue you in that the market is starting to go back up. So all you'll have to do is keep a close eye on this, every few minutes or maybe 20 minutes or so, you can check to see what's going on here. And you can literally make some money as these assets make their way back towards their 1 minute blue line. So NAS is below its 1 minute blue line. Let's click on SPX, right? We can see SPX in the watermark there. It's significant below its blue line on the 1 minute. Let's click on US 30. See US 30 in the watermark. It's significant below its blue line. So you can make money knowing that the market is going to trend this way back to the blue line overnight. Okay? But while it's doing that, you're going to end up with what are called 5 minute, 15 minute sell stops as well. So you can be making some money while it's going up, but you're also going to be able to make some money while it's coming down. So it's going to be a very exciting evening of trading. All right. And how do we identify a trade? Joseph, if you could unmute for me, Joseph, that would be great. And tell me if you could see this, because once you could identify this, you could use this system. Are you there, Joseph? Can you unmute, Joseph?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, wonderful. All right, so here's how our color-coded system works. At the bottom here, at the very bottom, where my crosshairs are, do you see that plus sign in the middle called the crosshairs? Can you see it?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So at the bottom, do you see this red line at the bottom where the hand is? Do you see that red line?
Yes.
And then these bars are green. And then the next thing that we need to look for is that these two lines are red. This one here and this one here. Do you notice that they're red?
Yes.
Okay, so when we see that, that's called a set. This is on the 1 minute chart. So when the market was like here, the two lines were red, these bars were red, the line at the bottom was red. And then these bars turned from red to green. But this at the bottom stayed red, these two lines stayed red. Now that's what's called a sell stop opportunity. So if we went ahead and we put our entry where this line is, right? We'll put our entry right here, right there. Okay, we could put our entry right there for what's called a sell. And if you notice, the market went down afterwards. Do you notice that? Yeah, yes. You notice that, Joseph, that the candles, these are called candles. Do you notice that they're going downward?
Yes.
Right. So that's because we were able to identify this sell. Red, green, red. Okay? And then it went down. Let's go back and see if we see anything else looking like that. See? Let's see if we find another one. Not yet. All right? We can go back to here now. But let's look at the reverse. All right? Let's look at the reverse. Green. Do you see that where my crosshairs are? That down at the bottom. Let's slide it to here, right? Let's slide it to right here. Do you notice that there's a green, the bottom line is green?
Yes.
Okay, then this is red.
Yes.
And then these two lines is called the buck. This one and this one is the buck. Instead of being red, they're now green. Can you notice that?
Yes.
All right, so in this case, we will go for what's called a buy. So we'll put our entry either on this yellow line or we could put it on the green line below, but we'll put it on the yellow line, let's see. And let's look if it went up. Did it go up after this happened? Green, red, green. Did it go up?
Yes.
Yes. So that's a buy. You'd have been able to make profit between this line and let me put another line here. So you'd be able to make the money between here to here. Now this distance from here to here is actually 15 points. So if you told a broker pay you $10 per point, you'd make $150. Now if it went in the reverse direction, you'd have lost some money. And you'd put what's called your stop loss to minimize how much you lose below this line here, right below here, right? So you put it below here, right? So you prevent you from losing any further. So this is a really awesome system in that it gives us the data on where the market is headed, all right? If you look over here, come over here, we see red, green, red, right here, red at the bottom, green here, red here, right? Where the market went up, all the way up, and then it came down, right? Can you see that clearly,
Yes.
Joseph? Here's
Yes.
another example of it again. Red, green, red. It was going up and it came down after. So what we can do is then we can use these setups to be able to take trades. And we can take them on the lower time frames and the higher time frames. Now, the best time frame to take them on is what's called a 15-minute. So on a 15-minute time frame, we get the best setups. Oops. Right? On the 15-minute time frame is where you get the best setups. Right? That's where we can get what's called the best opportunities for trade. Let's go to NAS as well and look at this on the 15 minutes. Just beautiful what happens here with the 15-minute chart, right? Just really wonderful. All right. So come over here. You can see red at the bottom, green here, red here. Do you notice that, Joseph? Red, green, red. Do you see how far down it came? Let me see how many points this one was. This one was 308 points. Just imagine you made $10 per point on that trade, Joseph. $10 per point. How much money would that be?
Yeah, it would be a lot.
300 points times $10. How much money would that be?
3,000.
Yes. So this is the reason why a lot of us are so grateful and so excited, because we now have a system that gives us data that we can rely on. And there are people who are doing extremely well because of it. And, people who have bought cars, people who are homeless, no longer homeless because of the system. All right. And, several people who are now paying their rent and so forth because of the system. So we truly have a great, great opportunity here. And you have an opportunity to come and take advantage of it. Look at this one here. This was such a sweet move. Green, red, green. And look at this run up for this buy. So the system is giving us data that we can rely on. And that's the key, right? You'll get opportunities when it's going up. Green, red, green. You'll also get the opportunity when it's coming down. Red, green, red. Okay? And all we have to do is to wait on the setups. And we'll be able to do it on gold. Let's got gold. See here on the 15-minute chart, it's also on gold. We could see the setups on the chart right here. Red, green, red. See, it came down. Red, green, red. This one broke and went in the opposite direction. And when the box changes from red to green, then we should forget about that trade and wait for another setup again. So this is just so exciting what's going on right here. Red, green, red. Here's a buy. Another one, a buy. And this is just wonderful. This is just really, really wonderful what we have. Just super, super exciting what we have here. Just super, super duper exciting, right? So red, green, red. Market went up, came down, went up, came down. Those are just excellent opportunities, right? Right? Good, good, good. So this is just so, so, so great that we have a system that gives us this. And here's the other thing that we have, the scanner. So what is the scanner, Joseph? And those who are new here, the scanner, what it does, it gives us data on what is happening in the market. So it scans over 200 different assets and tells us which ones we can go ahead and try and trade and make money on. Let's look at indices. It gives us NAS, SPX, US 30, etc. You also have Forex pairs, right now, Canadian dollar, CHF, CAD CHF right here. It's showing that there's what's called a 1-minute sell on that. You could, some people take advantage of it. Then we also have cryptocurrencies. It calls out cryptocurrencies as well. Here it's calling out a 5-minute on 2 different crypto assets. And then we have stocks. Okay? So this system is really powerful because it gives you the data on what to trade and tells you when it's coming up. So some of us capitalize on that, right? Let's look at CAD CHF, 1 minute, telling us that the market is about to go down. So all we do is come over here.
Halloween, the same Halloween thing, because
I'm hearing you out there.
I've seen the Halloween before, but it seemed
Who is that talking about Halloween?
I remember.
I hear you. All right, CAD CHF, right? Let's go look at this. So check this out, Joseph. Check this out, right? And let's go to the 1-minute chart. It's already started selling down. You see it was red, green, red, right? And it came up above, but you could see that the candle is already pushing down. Do you notice that, Joseph?
Yes.
Right. So the system is that accurate. Red, green, red. So the system said, guess what? There's going to be a sell. And you could see that the candle is already pushing down. Right? Now, the 1-minute trades the moves sometimes are very small. So you have to be very good to trade with those. But after you become very good at the system, then you could definitely take advantage of 1-minute, 5-minute trades. The 15-minute 1 hour trades, everybody, those are your best ones. Those are the ones that will give you enough movement for it to be worth the money that you're going to invest in the trade, right? It's definitely worth it. 1 minute and 5 minutes, the movements are so small sometimes that you may not make much out of it. And sometimes you may end up losing because it can reverse on the 1 minute quite quickly. So my recommendation to you is to look at the 15-minute trades, the trades on the 15-minute time frame, and 30-minute, 1 hour, 4 hour. You're going to be able to make great returns with those. The 1 minute, 5 minute trades, they can be a little finicky, and especially the 1 minute, they can turn around on you in a jiffy. And you have to know what you're doing to be able to benefit significantly from 1 minute and 5 minute trades. Well, 15-minute trades, those are pretty solid in terms of the direction that the market will go in, and it usually goes enough of a distance for you to be able to make a profit that's worthwhile, right? What we call points or pips. So in simple terms, we have a powerful system, and looking at NAS 100, just looking at NAS 100, or my expectation this evening is that I'm expecting to see NAS make its way back to the 1 minute blue line. SPX, the same thing, right? So I'd be looking for what I call 1 minute buy stops. I'd be looking for this to turn all green and then give me a setup for a buy, right? That's ideally what you want to have happen. US 30, the same thing. And then look at gold. Just a quick look at gold. Okay, gold. All right, so gold is setting up. Let's see what's going on here. Start at your higher time frame. So you go to your 1 hour. The market bought up significantly on Friday on the 1 hour, right? All right. Let's look at the 4 hour to see what it also did on the 4 hour time frame. 4 hour time frame, it's setting up for what's called a 4 hour self stop. So it's going to push up some more, hopefully push up some more, and it will come back down for the sell, right? To fulfill the logo, right? It did a little bit here, and it's probably going to do another arch here. All right, so that's what I'll be looking for. Let's look at the daily. The daily is a buy. Okay, so the daily chart is red, green, red. Sorry, green, red, green. So you see the daily chart. When it was down here, this was an excellent buying opportunity on the daily buy stop, because it's pushed up 2 days already. So chances are it's going to push up a third day. Let's see if we get that as it goes back to the high, right? But be a little careful. Look at this trend right here. You can see that there's a slight downward trend here. It was going up from down here, going up, 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 up. Then it started slightly going down. So be a little careful as you take these buys, expecting it to go way up here. Let's be cautious, right? And you're taking those buys. So let's look at the 15-minute time frame to see what we have set up. So we're set up to have a 15-minute buy. For that to happen, we'd want to see them pull the market back down like this, underneath the channel here, these two lines, pull it back down under here. When it comes down under here, hopefully it goes down to your 1 hour channel. If it comes down to the 1 hour right there, right? If it comes down close to that, that would be great. And when it does, then you just put your entry here for it to come back up and give you the win, okay? On the 15-minute buy. That's how you should try to play that. So watch what happens to see if it pulls down enough to get down to the 1 hour, down to this 1 hour channel here, right? So if it comes down close to this 1 hour channel, that's what we want. And then we could buy it off of here to come back up, okay? Or it might not touch the 1 hour, but it may come close enough. But once you see the setup on the 15-minute where have it like here, okay, let's look at, let me just remove these. Okay, look at these drawings over here, everybody. All right, look at these drawings over here, and you will see what I'm talking about. You see, it came down and it went and touched the 1 hour channel. Let's look at this one. Can anybody see this buy stop? Green, red, green. Does anybody see that? Joseph, do you see that? Green, red, green. Does anybody see that? Come off mute from. Yes, right. So let's draw this with my brush here. So it was up here like it is now, above the channel, came down below the red and yellow line, and then turned around and came back up, right? For the win. Okay? All right, just like that. Now it came down here. Where did it come down to? Let's go to the 1 hour. You see, everybody, it came below the 1 hour channel. Beautiful, right? Came below the 1 hour channel. Let's see if it went down to the 4 hour channel. See, it went way down. Let's see if it went down to the daily channel. All right, let's see if it went down. No, it didn't go that far. But it went, whoa, it's way below the daily channel. So what it means is that, understanding this dynamic, right? It came down below the 1 hour channel, and you got a push up coming back up. All right. So here, if we get the similar move, we get a similar move. That's what you want. You want to get your entry when it comes down and it's going back up. That's how you want your entry, right? That's how you want to entry. So just look out for that, guys, right? And it's going to be a really, really nice move. I believe we're going to get a nice move out of that gold, out of gold going into Sunday here, right? Going into Monday, Sunday night, going into Monday. All right. Any questions from anybody? Any questions at all to get more clarity and understanding? Hope it was clear. I hope it whet your appetite, Joseph, to make some money using the system.
Yeah. Thank you
All right,
very
wonderful.
much.
You're welcome. And then remember, we have our 3rd annual celebration event happening in Las Vegas on March 15th and 16th. You live in Las Vegas, so you definitely want to get a ticket to be there, right? It's going to be a really, really great event, and you do not want to miss out on that. It's going to be a really powerful event happening in Las Vegas in just a matter of weeks, all right?
Okay.
All right, so
Thank you.
great. I'm looking forward to
Dr.
seeing
Ari,
you there.
good evening. Quick question to
Yeah, go ahead.
Mr. Babatunde here. How are you doing? Happy Sunday.
Thank you, man, and same to you.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask, at what point did you then say, okay, I'm selling, when you move the cursor to after the green, below the blue line, after the green, the double green, and then you got a point where you feel, yes, I want to sell at this point. What
Okay.
I mean, how do you do the entry
All
to
right,
show that yes, you are selling immediately or you are buying if it's low and you feel
so you open up what's called a sell stop or a buy stop, right? You open up what's called a sell stop or a buy stop. That's what we do. We really try to stay away from what's called market execution, and we do what's called a buy stop or sell stop. They're in your MetaTrader 4, right? There is when you're opening the trade, you could change it from market execution to buy stop or sell stop. So, for example, once you see the setup, right? Once you see the setup here, Tunde, red, green, red, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna put your entry point either on this yellow line right here,
right?
For conservative, or the red line would be aggressive. Okay. So what happens is that this is where when it's gone up, can you see the green candle is up here above the red line? You notice that, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So when it's coming back down, it would touch the yellow line to go down. That's the whole idea. See? And it went down a little bit, came back up, and came back down. Right? You see it? Can you see that?
But I did see the auto response. I expected the yellow line to indicate the movement.
No. The yellow line doesn't move that fast. What moves are these candles.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, what moves are these candles. But I know you're at a practice phase, so what you want to do right now is just start putting in the trades. Start putting in the trades based on, once you see the setup, red, green, red, right? Once you see the setup, then you put in the trade. Now, and I think, I believe you're going to have to get to save the trade system at some point. I don't think you have one. So when you get to save the trade system, then you'd be able to also have this data, because you need to have the save the trade system to be able to have this data. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, wonderful.
So just to know when to do that so that we can move step ahead. Then we're getting familiar now with the system, and then now to do the trading straight away. I mean, the anticipation is to get a success. It might not be that quick, but at least let's put ahead in and see what we get. And then from there, do another trial. From there, keep on practicing and improving on the skill to be able to do more confidently. And so that's the aspiration at this time, Dr. Harry.
Okay, and I concur with you that what you need right now is the practice. So getting the safety trade system, in your case, I know you need to get the safety trade system so that you would have the system to start to give you the entry. Because without the safety trade system, it's quite challenging, to be sincere. Let me collapse these panels down at the bottom. You see down here, we have the red, green, red. If that is not on the screen and all you have are these candles going up and down, it's very difficult to know when to get into the market.
Yeah, that's true. And,
So
and
the
that's the
same-
beauty of the safety Xtream safety system that has skewed all the distractions to give us a better focus.
Yes, correct. It gives you, this is where you should enter based on this setup, red, green,
The
red.
red, green, red. Okay.
Okay, and then if it's green, like here, you can see green, a little bit of red, and then green here. See the market went up. Okay, here's another big example, and the back broke from green to red. This was a nice back break. This went way up. Okay, so so those are just examples of that. But you're gonna need a safety trade system to be able to do that. Without a safety trade system, you could trade without it, but it's a lot more difficult, to be sincere with you.
No, anything that will enhance the early success, so be it. I mean, that's hello, are you there, Dr. Harry?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm listening to you today.
Yeah, so I said that anything that will enhance the early success is desirable, and just to know, how do we do it? I mean, so while the practicing is going on, the skills is being perfected, and it's a wonderful system, no doubt, and great tutors like Dr. Harry and the team. But the students also need to start getting the feel.
I got you. All right, awesome. All right, so so wonderful. Thank you. Dr. Copeland, I see you have your hand up.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Harry. I have two questions. The first one is, should we have any special precaution about trading when in a major market they have a bank holiday?
Bank holiday is not it doesn't preclude trading. Right?
Okay.
What a bank holiday does is it gives you an indication of which assets will either not move or move very slowly.
Okay, good. Thank you.
So like tomorrow, S&P, NAS, and US 30, they're going to move very slow.
Right, President Day in the US.
Right, because of the US. But the currency pairs like AUD, USD, Euro USD, these currency pairs, they're going to still move.
Right. The second question is about, you are forecasting the movement for gold.
Yes.
Yeah, between tonight Asian session going into the New York session. Could you repeat that for me, please?
Sure. All right. So the way to look at it is start out at your higher time frame. All right. So let's go to the daily on gold and look at the daily chart. Right. So on the daily chart, what is it showing? What type of trade is this at the end of the chart? A buy or a sell?
At the end of the chart, it started to go up, so it was buying.
Yeah. What is the setup? What is the setup showing?
The setup is showing green, red, green.
Which is a buy stop, correct?
That's a buy stop, yes.
And then these two candles represent 2 days. So Friday it went up, Thursday it went up. It looks straight up, but it's not straight up, right? Because it's a daily candle, it looks that way. But if we drop down to the 4-hour, right, you could see that it went up a little down, up a little sideways, then down, and then went up, right?
Yes.
Okay, but generally it went upwards.
Upward trend, yes.
Right, so the daily buy stop has started kicking in, right? Now, if you look at the 4-hour chart, you can see the 4-hour is setting up for what's called a 4-hour sell. Because when this changes from red to green, when this comes up high enough, let's just draw this. When this comes up high enough and arches up, we could see it come back down like that for the 4-hour sell. Because we have all the red here. So we could get a 4-hour sell. It could skip over it and not happen if the buy becomes strong enough and keeps going up. But if we look at the trend, look at this 4-hour trend. Is this downward or upward?
It's a downward.
Downward,
Yeah,
downward,
downward.
downward. So
Yeah.
with that in mind, right, that we have a 4-hour trend that's downward, we should anticipate a 4-hour sell here, right?
Mhm.
And look out for the opportunity to get that. All right.
Yeah.
So that's the 4-hour chart, right? That's the 4-hour chart. Let's go now to the 1-hour. So let's go down to the 1-hour and see what it's showing us. So what is the 1-hour showing? Is this generally going up or down?
It was bullish, going up, upward trend.
Yes, on the 1-hour. So there's a slight
but-
upward movement on the 1-hour, but bear in mind that this upward movement is setting up a 4-hour sell.
Okay.
So if you're going to take buys, bear in mind that there's a 4-hour sell coming up. So if you're going to take any buys on the 1-hour, you have to be if you're going to take any buys right now based on this 1-hour trend pushing up, you have to be a little careful.
Yeah.
Right. So 30
Yeah,
minute,
but
what's the 30 minute? What type of trade is this setting up on the 30 minute? What if it pulls back a little bit, what could we get? A 30-minute buy.
Mhm.
Okay. Go to the
Yes.
15 minute. You see the 15 minute needs a pullback, right? So the 15 minute needs a pullback to set up for a buy, like it did here.
Mhm.
So if we're reading to this right, this could keep going up a bit. Okay, keep going up a bit. And then when the 4-hour comes in, let me go to the 4-hour here. Let me draw this. All right, so this could go up a bit and then come back down. Okay, but when it comes down, let's go to the 15-minute chart. Oops. You see this arch down, right? Like this, right? Arches down like that. Let's go to the 15-minute chart. Let's go to the 15-minute chart. All right, let's go to the 15-minute chart here.
Which is the best time frame for good trades.
Right. So the 15-minute chart, you could see on the 15-minute, you could see that it went up and then down. Can you see that?
Yes, we can see that.
Right. So it went the 4-hour sell is going to set up a 15-minute buy.
It's going to set up a 15-minute
buy. So the 4-hour sell, when the 4-hour sells down, right? When the 4-hour finally sells down, let me just come down here. Let's widen this a bit. 4-hour sell, right? Let's go to the 15-minute chart. All right, let's go to this. Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. So on the 15-minute now, we're up here. So for this you notice that let's put this here, right? When it was going up, these bars were green, right?
Yes.
It only changes to red when the candles come below these two moving averages here.
Yes.
So when it came down here, you notice this turned to red. And that's where we got the setup for the buy from, right? So we have to see this come back down under here for this to turn red again.
Yes.
So we want to see this come under here like that. So when it's coming down, what's pushing this down is the 4-hour sell. Right? But the 4-hour sell that's pushing down is setting up this 15-minute buy. That's what I meant. All right.
Okay.
So therefore, if this comes down right now, drop down. Let's drop down a little bit more. 5-minute chart. You see this 5-minute buy? Look how sharp this was. See, red, green, red. I'm sorry, green, red, green. Are these buys right here? Are these two buys right here? Right here and right here. Are these buy stops?
Okay. Yes.
But you notice you didn't get too much upward movement out of that.
Right.
Right. So you have to be a little careful now trying to take these lower time frame buys, right? Because it's starting to set up a higher time frame sell. So if you go for these lower time frame buys and gold, you have to be a little careful that you don't try to stay in too long, because there's a sell that's also trying to happen. All right. So those can be a little bit challenging to trade when the lower time frames are buying and the higher time frames are selling. So here's what I would want. Here's what I would wait for. I'd wait for all of this to turn red on the 1 minute, and then give me a 1-minute sell lining up with the 4-hour sell. right? So the 4-hour chart is selling. So if you get a 1 minute chart that's selling and a 4-hour chart that's selling, that's a nice alignment. Or you get a
Okay.
1 hour chart that's selling and a 1 minute chart selling, that's a nice alignment. So you're going with the overall trend. Because remember when we went to the 4-hour chart, which is a good, the 4-hour chart was showing us a up or a downtrend, showing us a downtrend, right?
Yes.
Right. So you would want to wait until you have the safest thing to do, rather than playing these 1 minute, 5 minute buy stops, is to wait for a sell stop to set up and give you a nice sell coming back down. And then that way, you know, you're in the line of the trend. As opposed to trying to take a buy up. But you could scalp the buys up because they're going to go up, but it's just that they're not going to go up a lot. That's
Okay.
how I see it.
Okay.
Does that help?
It does help. But I
All
was, yes, you know, based on the market structure, from tonight going into tomorrow, gold will be,
Yeah. So tonight, here's it. This is the last. Oh, here's the last high, right? Right here's the last high. This with an arrow here. Right here's the last high, right?
mhm.
So the market would have to come above here and close above here for it to continue going upward. Because if not, right now the structure is showing us a downward trend. Let's
Okay.
brush it,
Okay.
right? Because if you higher, high, lower, high, right? Lower, high, a little equal high, equal high, equal high, equal low, equal high, equal low, lower high, lower low, lower high, right? So if it comes down and creates another low below here, where do you think it's going? Is it going to keep going down or go back up? It's going to go down. So the structure right now is showing us that it's going down.
It's downward. Yeah,
Right.
that's clear. Yes.
Right on the 4-hour, right. So then
Yeah.
with that in mind, when you go down to your lower time frames, if you go down to your 5 minute chart, this is more, if you look at it, is this going up or sideways here? Right here, is it going more up or sideways?
It looks like it's consolidating.
Right, so this is like a sideways move. It's not an up or down. And see, we had two buy stops here, one here and one here. And did it run up after that? No, it did. It did, right? So therefore, it ran up, but not a lot. That's what I meant.
Not a lot. Okay.
Right, just a small amount. Just a small amount.
How you
So
doing?
therefore, right.
Yes,
So
yes.
therefore, we have to be a little bit cautious in
Yes.
taking buys here, knowing that the 4-hour chart was showing us a structure that was sell.
Yes.
And then when we go to our 15-minute chart, right? The 15-minute chart, this is on the 15-minute chart, it went up, but then here I would wait to see what it does on the 15-minute over the next couple of hours. What does it show us? Right?
Okay.
Is it gonna create a new high, or is it gonna create a new low? So that way, this 15-minute is going to help to determine whether it's going to continue selling down as the 4-hour suggests, or maybe you want to go up some more.
Yes. Yes. Thank
Right?
you.
And
That's,
then,
yes.
yeah.
That's
Is that
clear.
helpful?
Very helpful. Yes.
All right, cool. Nice. I'm glad I was able to contribute there. Anyone else has any other questions? So the 1 minute, if you want to catch a 1 minute sell, you want to scalp and get a 1 minute sell here. Here is a 1 minute setup coming up. Wait for this to come down. Wait for this to come down to at least maybe 2 or under the 5 minute. Right? This is 1 minute. Let's go to the 5 minute. See, if it comes down to this, into this channel, in here, this is nice. If it comes down to the bottom of the channel, right? You notice when it came to the bottom of the 5 minute channel, it got a nice buy on the 1 minute, right?
Yes.
So if you want to scalp it on a buy, just wait for it to come down to the bottom of the channel, then put your buy stop in above it, wait for it to come back up and put your, if you want to take those short-term buys. Okay?
Yes.
Right. Okay, cool. So that's how you get good entry. Ideally, if it comes down to the 15-minute, that's even better. That's even better if it came down to the 15-minute. So, all right. So right now, this is at it came down to the it could come down to the bottom of the 5-minute channel and then turn around and go back up. But if we get a nice push down to where it comes down into the 15-minute, because the 15-minute is also a buy setup. So if it comes down deeper and it comes down here and comes off this 15-minute line or come into the channel, you could get a nice buy off of it. All right, if it came down into here. So you just have to pay attention to where it pulls down. But right now, if you're gonna try to get a buy out of gold, you need to wait for it to pull back. Because it's right now, this is just at the 1-minute channel. Go to the 5-minute, it's not yet into the 5-minute channel. It's above the 15-minute channel, see? Above the 15-minute channel. Let's look at the 30-minute. It's way above the 30-minute channel. For the 1 hour, let's look at the 1 hour chart. You see it's still above the 1 hour channel. Let's go to the 4 hour channel. 4 hour. It's at the top of the 4 hour channel, right? And then what type of trend is the 4 hour? Buy or sell?
It's buying.
No, what type of trend is this on the 4 hour? What type of trend is it? Is it an uptrend or a downtrend?
It's an uptrend.
Okay, is it? I mean, an uptrend here at the bottom.
Yeah.
But
But overall,
overall.
It's downtrend.
Has been selling
Downtrend, yes, it's a downtrend. So it's a short, right here is just a very short-term uptrend, but the overall trend here is downward.
Yes.
So if you realize now then that if 4 hour is suggesting a sell trend, then let's go back down to the lower time frames again, right? Let's go back down to the lower time frames again. 4 hour, let's jump down to the 1 hour. You see it's above the 1 hour channel.
It's above the channel. Correct.
Right, and it has a tendency to come back to its channel on its chart. It's a tendency, right, for it to come back to their channel, right? That channel is kind of like the middle zone, right? And then go to the 30-minute. You see it's above the channel.
Yes.
Okay, so for it to have more buying power, it has to come down into these channels, right? Go to the 15-minute. It's above the 15-minute channel.
Correct.
Let's go down to the 5-minute. It's also above the 5-minute channel, see?
But just touching, yeah.
Yeah, it's not touched yet, but it's coming down to it. Let's go to the 1 minute, right? It's just coming below the 1 minute channel, right? 3 minute, touching on this yellow line on the 3 minute. Sometimes you get a reaction. See, it came down here, touched the yellow line, went back up on the 3 minute for a little 1 minute buy. All right, maybe I fill in the gap buy or something like that right here. Let's go to the 1 minute chart. See, it was a fill in the gap buy. Right here, there's a gap between the histogram bars and the yellow. Those are tiny little trades. The moves on those can be a little difficult to win them. So you're better off waiting for this to come down. If this came down to the 5-minute channel or the 15-minute, that will give you a better run back up. Okay?
Yes, understood.
Right. And what I believe we can look out for is if it comes up high enough above here, we can get a nice sell coming back down. Because then this red would turn to green and then would have a 4 hour sell stop if it comes up high enough above here. On the 4 hour. So that's how you use the charts related to each other, right? Always start at the high time frames, get an understanding of what the overall lay of the land is, meaning that the overall lay of the land here is a sell. So therefore, because the higher time frame 4 hours showing me a sell, the 1 hour is showing me a slight upward trend here. But if you look at the 1 hour overall, you could see that this is more, if you put in, a array here, right? Up from here to here, you could see if you put this line through, you could see that there's a tendency for a downward move. This is not really an up move. Okay, but here in the short term, yes, there's a buy here. There's an upward trend here in the 1 hour, short term, right here. You see that, Doc?
Yes, I'm seeing that.
Right. So here we have an upward trend, but overall,
it's
to
downward.
me,
Yes.
it's downward. All right.
Yes. Correct.
Right. So you'll be safer looking for sells than the buys. Doesn't mean you can't go down and take your 1 minute and 5 minute buy stops, but be
Yeah.
very
Be
very
scalping.
swift.
Scalping.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. And then of course wait for it to come down below, because if it starts coming below these channels, it may not turn back. That 4 hour may kick in and it goes down, Let's see. We'll see how it plays out. But now you understand, if you're gonna play the 5 minute, play the 15 minute buys. Don't go for the 1 minute buy with a strong sell trend. And then you're looking to get the 1 minute buy. Play the 15 minute buy or the 5 minute, at least the 5 minute. Because if you get a 5 minute buy, here we got 2 5 minute buys that barely gave us anything.
Yeah.
The last 2 5 minute buys. This one here with a broken back, this was a big move. But these two didn't produce much. So I'll be a little skittish about trying to get a buy out of that. I would be more looking for, if this all turns red on the 1 minute, like everything turns red, I'd look for a pullback on the 1 minute to go down.
Okay.
But you also have to watch what's going on, because if you get a 15 minute buy setup, that buy has to play out. It has to form. So it's pull back down, come back up, come down under here, come back up. The 15 minute will do its thing. So you could definitely take the 15 minute buy, right? And then wait for it, hopefully it goes up high enough to then give you a good 4 hour sell coming back.
So we should keep our eyes on it, whether it will go up to the blue line.
Well, up to the blue line here is not what you want to watch. You want to watch the logo. All right. So down here, the price. Let's look at the logo. Right. Look at the logo. Price began below. Right. The green arrow tell it to go up. It went up. Pull back out down a bit. That's 1, 2, 3, and then we could get another one here, 4. So that's the logo forming itself. So ideally, we want to see it come down below the channel and come back up for the logo. That's the perfect logo there. Right? Comes up, down below, for the fake out, change this to green to red, not really going down, going back up, and then you get the run back up. While it's going up, it's going to set up the 4 hour to come back down. So the 15 minute is setting up for a buy. So initially we need a pullback, but we have to wait for the pullback to happen and set up. It's going to initially set up a 3 minute buy. We may see a 3 minute buy. So we may see, remember the market doesn't just go straight down. So it comes down, sets up the 3 minute buy, comes back up a bit, then comes down for the 5 minute, comes back up a bit, comes down for the 15 minute, comes back up. That's how it could play out like this. So you could be making money on these little buys going back up, and then soon you'll see the 1 minute set up for a sell, and you could be getting the sell coming down as well. So you could be making money on the 5 minute buys, 15 minute buys, and making money on the 1 minute sells that are aligned with the 4 hour sell. So you could make money both ways. You could play the 1 minute buys and the 5 minute sells and the 15 minute, the 5 minute buys and 15 minute buys, and play the 1 minute sells. I wouldn't play a 1 minute buy. Why? Because it's just too, if we look at it here, right? It's right in the channel, and the other 1 minute buys. Here's one, it didn't produce that much. Here's another fill in the gap, didn't produce that much. So I'd wait for it to come down a little deeper. Give me a 5 minute buy or a 15 minute buy, and then take that back up.
Yeah. We just have to keep on looking at the charts, Doc.
And the more you look at it, the better you get. All right. The more you look at it, the better you're gonna get. That I can assure you of. All right.
Thank you.
All right, great. Anyone else? Thank you, Doc, for participating. Appreciate that. All right. So I think we're good to grow. All right. So we'll see each other tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Ms. Buckner is gonna handle that call, and going to be great. And also, Ms. Buckner is having a team huddle, I think, with Mr. Sloan at just double check with her. I think it's at 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock Eastern. I can't remember right now. I think it's 6 o'clock. All right. So appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you guys for showing up. See you guys tomorrow. And looking forward to a very successful, very, very, very successful next 30 days with the get 3 and free promotion. Get your 3 and you have free membership for March. Everybody on here should have free membership for March. Also, with the promotion on 109.99, come on, guys, can't beat that. Let's get some people enrolled. Joseph, you have a chance to join us with a very low price right now. So take advantage of that. And then let's get other people involved, guys, and let's grow. Let's really grow this business together. Let's build a really large community. Let's go out and get as many people involved as possible. Tunde, the people in Nigeria are crying, man. They need to earn dollars. They need to earn dollars. So let's get some
We
people
need
there
it,
involved.
man. Yes.
Yeah, right. This is a
Like I
grand
said, Dr.
solution.
Harry, I think we are making progress, and I look forward to making more progress as you take us by the hand. We are happy. We are enjoying it, and yeah, a lot of work to
Awesome.
do, but we'll get there.
We
Thanks
will.
for the
We
support
absolutely
all
will.
the way.
Absolutely will today. Absolutely will. All right. Bless you, everybody. See you guys tomorrow,
Thank
man.
you.
Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving.
Yeah. Thanks,
All right.
Dr. Harry, and have a
Yes.
nice day. Thank you.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Thanks,
Bless
Dr.
you.
Harry.
You're
Bye-bye.
welcome. Bye-bye.